Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers, so that's Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35.
You know what? Why don't you just
touchdown? Randy Moss, an even 90 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Tight end left. Tight end left. 4 down.
Starting the drive was Snell. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Hey. We got three. Go.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kenny Pickett. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch that in, tight end's right.
They run straight ahead with Snell, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Now a give here to Snell. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. 10.
That's right, baby. It's
5,
all
touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
21-0, our score after 1. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get... And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Throwing on first down, Jones. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. 3-3. Check 13.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 2.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Check.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll swing this out wide to Gaskin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Watch left. He's tight right there. Easy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, his throw incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22.
You know they pay me
And
extra.
how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Tershawn Wharton able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenny Pickett, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Jones to throw on third down. And he coughed it up. It's going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Check. Lucky.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Pickett now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They hand this one to Gronk, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch 84, watch 84. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Sponge, no.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, the
ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw. Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. That'll be caught by Kupp. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready because we've got another good one on tap.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Go, go, go. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. I got wide. Check, smash.
In motion left comes Moss. To the air on first down with Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And touchdown! Keyshawn Johnson, 77 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. Okay. 24 is the mic.
Off play action, Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tight, watch left. 4 down, 4 down.
Coming left, it's Ingram. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
No! We gotta do our job, man!
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Buying time to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
Everyone, 37's the mic. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Johnson goes in motion left. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Oh, man. You can't do that.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here we go. What's the mic?
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Buffalo 18. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1.
Pickett.
Watch his flat.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Even. 4 down. Even. And we go 30.
They'll send Moss in motion right. On 2nd and 15 now. Pickett throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! Antonio Gates, 62 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, 15-0 here in the first quarter. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the... And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. It's a touchdown. It's a punt return score of 70 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. Touchdown! Antonio Gates. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
As I look down at the sideline and see the special teams coach, you can just see those shoulders sagging, can't you?
Absolutely.
You talk about having some great emotion going. Think about the elation he was feeling on the return. Everything synced up well.
Pickett lost it. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both.
Touchdown! Eric Tomlinson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett flush to his right. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
We're killing ourselves.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. And his throw here's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have it.
Pickett lost it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
From the shotgun now.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Here we go, O. Here we go, O. What's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Yeah. You don't want none.
In motion right here comes Johnson.
Pickett throwing again on second down.
He's got his man, Gates. Touchdown! Antonio Gates, 34 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From the 6.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over.
Touchdown! Eric Tomlinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I got you.
Ingram again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big.
Pickett lost it.
And the defense will get their hands on it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to them.
Pick your game up. Mike, check.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Pickett.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Viking 18. Here we go. Let's bring it. Check 79 Bronco. Let's bring it. Check 37. Check 30.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He's got a man, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason.
Pickett lost it.
And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. One final shot for Pickett.
Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step.